So moving on to day 2, and what a race we're kicking off with. It's the Ballymore Novices Hurdle. 11-4 champ, 9-2 Battle Over Doyen, 13-2 Classical Dream, 15-2 Angels Breath, 10-1 City Island, 10-1 Birchdale, 10-1 Brewing Up a Storm, 11-1 Beakstown, and 12-1 Commander of Fleet, 14-1 Bar. Dean, we're going to come to you here first. This now, I think, is the best novice hurdle of the festival. You've got Champ, a Grade 1 winner, Battle Over Doyen, a Grade 1 winner. Judging by the exchanges, it looks like Classical Dream is going to go here, a Grade 1 winner. These are 3 really good horses, and there's depth to the field as well with the likes of City Island. This is a race really to look forward to. Very much so. It's an absolute cracker. I mean, if you've nailed your colours to Champ early on, he's done nothing to disappoint you, has he? He's looked absolutely class. Everything they say about him probably justifies the price that he is. I just can pick a few holes in bits and pieces of his form that maybe he hasn't raced some of these other ones. The horse I really like in it is Brewing Up a Storm for Ollie Murphy. He would have won the last day against Birchdale, who they keep talking about as being a really nice type. Ollie Murphy's got some really good juveniles as well, some really good young, nice horses. And Brewing Up a Storm, I don't like coming into a festival off a full, but he's double figures. I can't see him not being in the mix in the Ballymore. That's how highly they think about him. For me, he's the bet. I would have loved to have seen Commander of Fleet go in this. But they think he's all stamina, so he go for the Albert Bartlett. They've got Battle Over Doyen. He just looks a bit big and a bit... Visually, I'm not delighted with him. Really? I'm not. I don't. Yeah, I can see, like, he's a tank. I love to see him over a fence. Like, I just don't know. I'd love to see Vision the Honour in this race. Sorry? I'd love to see Vision the Honour in this race. Would you? It would make sense. Yeah. Would make sense. Is that a possibility? No, I'd say no. None? No. Okay. Well, you've got to take on Champ at 11-4. I will be taking it on anyway. I'll go with Brewing Up a Storm at 10s. I think it's a very fair price if you can get on now. I'd imagine there'll be plenty of money for it, even in the strength for this race. Ollie Murphy loves him. Yeah. Absolutely loves him. Keith, obviously you know Battler Over Doyen better than the rest of us here in the panel. He's unbeaten. He's done an awful lot in a short space of time. From winning a bumper to being a Grade 1 winner to being almost favourite for the Ballymore. He's progressed very, very quickly. Like, do you really rate this horse? Yeah, I do. I think it's probably a big statement, but I think if Gordon to have any Gold Cup winner in the next 3 or 4 years, it'll be this horse. Oh, lovely. Yeah, that's my honest opinion. That's the stuff they like on Twitter. You'll be watching that clip now for the next probably 5 years. It'll be coming back to haunt me. But it wouldn't be Zampro's fault. It wouldn't be the be end all if he didn't win this race. I think, you know, like, he's just made for fences. You can just picture him then 4 fences down the back and having soft ground. You know, that's what he's made for. But he's a very class horse. He done it very well the last day in Naas. He's tough. He stays well. I think he's the real deal. I was shocked, and I have to say shocked, when Gordon started talking about this horse on the preview night the other night. He lit up when he started talking about it. He was saying stuff like, I'm in love with this horse, you know, I think he's the real deal. Like, he really like was. It was out of character for Gordon to be so... When he's nearly 17 hands, the horse, if not even more. That's why he couldn't run all last week. He was just so big and weak. And, you know, he comes out, he walks around, he's big presence about him, he walks around like he's the best. You know, it might be a little bit of a negative that he didn't get a run. He is very fresh at home. That is one, if he had any negative, I think it could be no harm that he didn't get to run at the Dublin Racing Festival. But no, I think Gordon definitely loves him, but at the end of the day, I think next year and the year after is his year. So if I was to say to you, not talking about this race as what's going to win this race, but if we were sitting here in 2 years' time and we looked at the 10 in the list here, you'd have no doubt that he'll turn out to be the best of these. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. But you just have a little worry about the race maybe coming a year too soon. Maybe. Okay. Donn, as we said, looks a cracker. It's a race that the Ballymore, it's always produced really top class horses, and it looks like it's going to produce another one this year. Absolutely, it's a deep race. Last year's winner didn't do much this year. We'll come to that.
He'll get there. Look, you can't not love Battle Over Doyen. He's like that day in Naas. He was brilliant, and he just, you know, as you say, Keith, he just oozed class, and he had everything under control from a long way out. And there was a wee bit of scrimmaging on the home turn, and Sam's profile got into a wee bit of bother, and he ran on well. But you know, there was no point in the race at which you thought Battle Over Doyen wouldn't win. And I know he's a high profile horse. He's a fashionable horse, but he deserves to be. He's just a gorgeous horse. Classical Dream battled on well the last day to win the Leopardstown race, and he'll probably. You can see him improving for stepping up in trip without saying he probably will. You can see that he could because he battled on so well and he was beaten and he showed a really willing attitude to get back up on the, like Aramon he didn't have much room on the rail and he battled back and got back up. So that's a brilliant attitude to have and it's a great asset to bring into Cheltenham. City Island is an interesting horse as well. I think Martin Brass's horse, he's just again improved all season. He's won 2 maiden hurdles. The last one that he won when he beat Dallas de Picton, that's worked out really well. Dallas de Picton won his maiden by 10 lengths and then went and won the William Fry handicap hurdle at Leopardstown off a mark of 130, I think. So he's rated in the high 130s. So and City Island beat him well, and then Madonna won at Naas last time. He was long odds on to win that day, but he won it well, won it nicely. And what I really liked about him was he doesn't do everything on the bridle. Mark Walsh had to kind of squeeze him a bit at the top of the home straight, and then he picked up, and the third horse has come out and won since. So look, he's just we just don't know how good he could be. He's owned by Sean Mulryan, who sponsors the race, so this has been his target. He wasn't even entered in the Supreme or the Albert Bartlett, so this has been the race for him. He's in good form. Martin Brass's having a really good season as well, and yeah, I think 10 to 1 about him is fair enough. Okay, so City Island for Donn McClean at 10 to 1. Mikey, what do you like in the Ballymore?
Yeah, I agree with Donn a bit. Martin Brass, I'd be delighted, lovely fella. I'd be delighted if he did get a winner over there. I couldn't battle over Diarmuid. Like, sure, obviously he's going to be a big chaser, but Det Duty and Don Cossack went over as novice hurdlers, and it's just probably a year too soon for them. Does Sam's profile run in this or the? Yeah, I'd like him. Yeah, I thought he galloped to the line in Naas that day, and Mousher to be turning the screw there now and tip now at the moment, and he'll be doing the 2 miles bits of work, and he'll be getting a bit fitter, and he'll be 20 to 1. He's a bit of value. I'd give him an each rest week.
Diarmuid Nolan, has Mikey Fogarty stealing your thunder there?
He has likely, yeah. I think Sam's profile really has.
Did you read all his notes before?
No,
I listened to the Racehour podcast.
I ran Cooper about that one now. He fancies
Sam's
him.
profile, yeah. I've been
right,
mad about him all season. I've had him quite a while. I thought that run was huge, but even all his form. I mean, his first run of the season, he beat Eclo, the Buffo of your horse, and he was
very good pronunciation.
He was fourth. He was fourth in that handicap hurdle at the Dublin Racing Festival. But off you go.
But it took him 7 goals to win a maiden hurdle.
Oh, you got to go down, but
that's
saying his form.
No, that's the horse that he beat. Yeah.
His first run of the season, his second run, then he was second behind Darren Ross, the big dog back and forth. Yeah, he went on and won since, as has Darren Ross. And that run that day, I mean, everything went wrong. He hit the third last, as Donn said, and Brian Cooper had to kind of pull a posse and bring him out to the right hand side, and he came with a wet sail. The race was over. Battle Over Diarmuid was the valid winner.
Battle Over Diarmuid actually kept him in going to the second last in Naas, didn't he?
Yeah, and then he had to come around them. And I genuinely think that Battle Over Diarmuid was the absolute valid winner. There's still a lot of improvement left in Sam's profile. That was a big step up in class that day. He met it really. The race was over when he kind of came with a wet sail, and I think at 20 to 1 he's just too big.
Okay, Sam's profile. For Diarmuid, it seems a long time ago now, Dean. What did you do?
Brewing up a storm.
Brewing up a storm. Mikey, your tip here?
Sam profile.
Sam profile. Keith?
Battle Over Diarmuid.
And Donn?
City Island.